Hi, I'm Terry Davis, and I'm half of Home to Roam. I'm going to take my hat off now, but I wanted to give a shout out to the 84th Raids. So, we're getting ready to move the RV tomorrow, and I'm going to show you a little bit about what we do in order to facilitate that. First thing we got to do is make sure that we got both of our awnings in. Right now, one of them's out. Both will be taking that in before we depart. That's one of the things we check. Melanie also put a big S hook on the steering wheel so that we won't try and leave with the satellite still up and pointing. All right, so obviously our herb garden has to go inside. He goes inside by the kitchen, and then this table goes right between the driver's seat and the passenger seat and becomes Nikki's seat.
Say hi, Nikki.
Okay, next thing we come to is the safety uh, noodles. We cut up a swimming noodle and put them on the points so that when we're walking around and getting down underneath, we don't bang our heads. And we'll be taking those off and putting those in one of the compartments before we leave. Now, back here we have our slide-through shelf. And the big thing about the slide-through shelf is nothing can be taller than this. But as you can see, that left a lot of wasted space. So what I did was took a plywood board and I anchored it well on all four corners, and then to give it support in the middle, I put the chain there, and that gave us a lot more storage space on this side. I also did something very similar on the center between the two I-beams that come on your Freightliner chassis. And still in the conserving space mode, Melanie put these really clever 3M hooks on here, and that's where we put our uh, barbecuing utensils when we're not using them. Okay, right here is our protectors for our tires so that we don't get sun rot. We'll have to take those off, and they have a nice little system. And we had these made by a handyman in Salt Lake City. So using material that we bought at Lowe's. So that's our alternative to the expensive tire covers that you can go out and buy. Coming back here, so our chairs are sitting out right now. Tomorrow we'll have to take all this down. These are cute little camping tables. As you can see, you can unscrew them. And they fold down very small. You can store them up there. We also have these chairs, sorry Nikki, that we can fold up, and we put on the hanger here and secure them to the ladder. And that only leaves Nikki's hammock. And what we'll do with that is we'll put that in our Prius in the back. We'll turn it upside down so that the legs are sticking up, and then we can put other stuff on top of it. All right, shall we go on around this way? And that brings us to our Sewie Pig. Now, when we're traveling, we take the water out of him, and he's light and easy to stow. When we get someplace, rather than putting a rock on top of our sewer drain, we fill him with water, and that makes a weight to hold that down in there and get us a good seal. You know, we don't normally have these like this. I'm unfortunately got them a little bit strung out, so we have a big U we're going to have to take care of before we dump our tanks. Okay, so this is my toolkit, and I actually took a creeper that I had, an old wood creeper, and I cut it down so the toolkit sit on top of it. So if I need to move it around, it's on wheels and I can just slide it back and forth. Okay. Now, our roll-through drawer is out the other side. You saw it earlier, but you can see that there's still a couple of inches of space right underneath that. And although the black backpack won't stay there, almost everything else that you see will stay there when we slide the drawer back in. And I used these wooden 2x6s for two things. I use it with my ladder here to make a little work table while we're here. And then when we get ready to put the Prius up on the car dolly, we use these to provide a ramp, because we found out that the ramps that come with the car dolly are just up a little bit too high and we're hitting our spoiler. So we got these, and those take care of the problem. Take those off and break down my ladder here. And now the ladder's ready to be stowed. Now, we're still learning how to do this a little bit, so we probably have more things than we're going to have in a year or so. But right now, we need every square inch of space, storage space we can get. So, first I slide the ladder in here. And I have to get it all the way in. And that takes a little bit of a minute. And then these last items that you saw out here are actually going to go right in between the steps of the ladder. And I'll keep doing that until I have all of these put in there. And then we're ready to hit the road. That's it for today.
See you on the road.
I'll see you on the road.